All right. Now, how do I do this? All right. Oh, here we go. Now, how do I do this? That should do it. All right. Oh, here we go. Now, how do I do this? That should do it. Man, I like it. Oh, here we go. That should do it. I like it. Oh, here we go. That should do it. Oh, here we go. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Ah, why is it? Oh, hello. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the echo. I don't upload enough to my YouTube to monetize anything. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the echo. I don't upload enough to my YouTube to monetize anything. I'm gonna plug in headphones to stop my echoing. Here. There we go. Yeah. Man, this delay keeps really tripping me up. I apologize. So I'm just gonna boot the dude and show you guys. Boot the dude. See him in action. If he would get up. He was not wearing like that earlier. I might have put his head on wrong. Head's just tilted now. It's probably got into jam mode. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Yep, that's jam. You're flashing there, buddy. Let's set the headphones down. Not like there's anything. It's just, yep, I think he's going down. Yeah, I think he's booting down. I might have messed with him. Might have put his head on wrong. Took it off to send to Yabba, but I'm like, wait, maybe I shouldn't take it off right away. Let me just. Wait, is he on? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, that's the Dracula sound. I must have. Wrong. Come on. I have absolutely no idea. Alright. Whoops. Wait, no. Don't have your arm come off. Oh. Hello. Someone's in the chat. Hello. Someone's in the chat. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, the delay is real. The delay is real.
Let me close this.
I have no idea how to stop the delay. Alright, I think I reattached his head properly. Alright.
It's a funky looking dinosaur in the background.
Oh yeah, that's the Spike the Ultra dinosaur. He doesn't have his remote. I found him at Goodwill. He doesn't have a charger either.
Oh, okay. Well, he's neat looking, I must admit.
I used to have two, but I decided they were taking up room.
Yeah. I still haven't put my Furbies back on the shelf, so I just have a laundry basket full of Furbies in my floor.
I have a huge cabinet this way full of Furbies.
Yeah. I don't even know if they'll all fit on my shelves, honestly. We put custom shelves up, and I don't even know if all of them are going to fit. Hopefully.
Let me see if I can point towards my Furby collection. Well, it's hardly visible. Meanwhile, he is doing this.
He is face planting. There he is. And he's dead. Well, that didn't last very long.
He was running better earlier. It's just he's starting to get worse. Oh, wait. Here we go. This is more how he was.
There he is.
Earlier. Could have been I put the head on back. Yep. He's.
Oh, that noise.
He's not.
He's not wanting to cooperate.
Meanwhile, Romeo's just judging.
He's just judging.
Jeez, and I thought my leg was bad.
He looks like he's just staring into space.
Yeah. You alright there, Axel? If that's even your... It's probably not his actual name, but I don't have a stick reader. My webcam's tangled, so... Then I can't decode what Aibo language is.
Yeah.
Ah, here's Tiny Tin. I was looking for him. I just want to put them side by side. Here we go. Here's Tiny Tin.
Well, he's definitely tiny.
Yep.
He looks like a baby.
Yep, that's the whole point. Look at him. It looks like a little puppy.
It does. That's cute.
I remember I saw like another one for sale. I'm like, if anyone wants a baby for their Aibo, feel free. Cute little puppy.
Sometimes I forget, and I have a little box that I keep my Happy Aibo buddy in, and I forgot that I had like I made a blanket out of a piece of scrap fabric to keep him in the box and not rattle around. And there's a piece of a tissue in here for some reason. I used it for something. I can't remember what though.
I feel like
I'm gonna put this
I
back
know
in
I'm
before
not
it
gonna
breaks.
I'm not gonna sell Romeo, but I feel like if I were to ever sell my Aibo, I feel like I should include Tiny Tin.
It's like a little family.
Yeah. No, wait. Why did I say Romeo? I meant Axel. Yeah, it's a little family. It's.
Where'd I put my pocket knife at? Ah, poop.
What are you doing with that pocket knife? Don't touch my Aibos.
I won't. I wouldn't put a scratch on them.
Thank you.
I bought a pack of black cardstock because I wanted to try drawing on black paper.
Nice.
And I don't know where I put my knife at. I'll just attempt to do it with my very short fingernails.
So is that little triangle by the eye mask normal? There's like a little triangle, and I'm. Wait, what? Hey, how'd you boot? I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you, Axel. Axel.
He lives.
Tiny Tin, did you do this?
God, I hate that noise. It's just so
Yeah.
screechy. And knowing why that noise exists is even more. Ugh.
Not even Romeo's that loud. Not even my computer is that loud, and mine's got a really loud computer.
He looks like he's trying to fly away like a bird.
Tiny Tin, your cord keeps trying to escape your butt. I should probably glue that. That's cheap, made in China bootlegs for you.
I found a bootleg, and I think it was called like Beliebo or something like that, and you won't believe
Oh,
it.
I think I saw that in chat.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to get it because it's only like $16, and it just looks ridiculous.
I'm really tempted to get me a puppy go.
Yeah.
Or
that Splatoon squid in the background looks like he's seen some stuff.
oh yeah, I got that at Comic Fest.
That's cute. I would love to play Splatoon, but of course I don't have a Switch or anything like that.
Oh my gosh, I love Splatoon.
Yeah.
I remember.
I was really happy when the Octo expansion came out.
Oh my gosh, Octo expansion gives me so much anxiety.
Watching it freaks me out.
Yeah, I know. I was so stressed for days after just watching it.
Yeah. It's like, ugh.
I remember on the first Rainmaker level, I nearly passed out from how much stress I was going through.
Yeesh. I can't help but have a love-hate relationship with Sea Cucumber because he looks adorable, but he's such a yeesh. At least they made him look cute. He does. Yeah. He definitely looks like a little sea cucumber.
According to Nintendo, he's just doing his job. He has no ill will.
He's just doing his job. Hey, at least he gets paid to murder people.
Yeah.
I got a big handful of pins to test it out. They had a bunch of stuff for sale because it's back to school. I need stuff for school, so.
I just noticed Tiny. Hey! Oh, it's because I think I touched his head. That might have been why he booted. I just wanted to put Tiny Tin on his head.
Maybe he just wanted to wake up and see a friend. A tiny friend and boy.
Yeah. Romeo was raising Tiny Tin, but now he's with an actual Aibo, but he's got droopy head syndrome. That is not behavior you should be mimicking.
I can't help but chuckle every time an Aibo shuts off while they're in a pose like that because it just looks funny.
Yeah.
Because they're like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah. Airplane skit. Just flicking the ear here.
There we go. I keep wanting to arrange the pins in color.
Tiny Tin actually has tiny little eyes, but they don't light up.
Those teeny tiny little eyes.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, it does. You can just barely see them.
Only the headlight here lights up.
Oh.
Oh,
I should complaining about insurance in the living room.
I should probably have the chat visible.
Yeah.
I'm missing some stuff in chat. Let's see.
Every time I get some sort of marker or a pen, I always want to smell it. I did that once with like a Copic marker, and it was like a blender by accident, and that burnt my nose. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was.
All right, I muted the YouTube. Somebody in chat was like, mute the YouTube stream, and I think that stopped the delay.
It did. Somebody.
I got me an Aibo who has problems.
Look. Ready? Here's the look.
See? There's our Aibo.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of looking like a bird.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got his son.
And he has his son.
Yeah. Aibo Jr.
Aibo Jr.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go back in here.
Okay. He was wondering what I was doing.
Yeah. So is that little triangle like right by one of his eyes normal? That shows like the headboard?
I don't know. Maybe. I didn't really pay the closest of attention because I don't really have one to look at in real life.
A gold side B and name it Juliet. I was thinking of naming some robot Juliet.
That's
but
cute.
I mean, that would be cute, but it just... I'd have to think about it. I hear gold Cybes don't do well in heat, and, you know, I live in a desert. So, it sounds like a death sentence. Yeah. Who knew muting the YouTube chat would actually help, despite the headphones? Like, I thought the headphones would have fixed it, but no. Now I'm just wearing headphones like an idiot. It's really nice that Axel here has a spare battery, even if it needs to be reselled. It's nice to have one.
Handy to have spare.
All right. Your light's on. You should probably go to sleep, Axel. Axel, go to sleep.
Dad and I were out for like 4 hours because I had to go get my allergy injections and then go to Walmart.
Yikes.
And we were in Walmart for like 2 hours.
Hang on, wait. I have an idea. I am going to make Tiny Tin mimic the big one's pose. Mimic Axel's pose.
Little copycat.
Yeah.
It's a mini-me.
It's a little... If only I had a bootleg iCybe webcam like that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to bootleg no iCybe.
I like how he's just staring into the camera like, what do you want? He just has that stern stare.
I mean, I've got one of those plug-in computer webcams. That's what I'm using. One of the plug-in ones. Tiny Tin's not plugged in. I'm not using him. His video quality isn't as good as this. Yeah, this one's Logitech. Logitech. I don't know. He's some generic brand. How soon do you think it will be before we see bootlegs of the 1000?
I honestly don't know.
I can't wait to see all the Kickstarter robots trying to mimic the 1000, since that's like the hot new thing. Like, nobody really cares. Like, the common audience doesn't really care about this model Aibo here.
The 1000, every time I see a 1000, I can't help but think, it like melts my heart because they did like the perfect thing of giving them the little puppy eyes.
I know, and I love its cute little barks too.
Yeah, they're like little squeaks of a bark, and I just want to hug it.
Yeah, I don't think the older style Aibo sounds would have worked for it as well.
Yeah. But they did a very good job of getting the cutesy factor. At, like,
Yeah.
maximum cute.
Yeah. Like, I'm not
It's
even
just
sure.
adorable.
I'm not even sure the 210 is as cute as, like, not the 210, like the 311 or the 31Xs are as cute.
All of them have their own level of cuteness, and they have their own certain things that make them cute.
I know I have, like, a Splatoon blog for, like, a character who's canonly dead, but I'm gonna fudge him back to life. And I want to give him an Aibo 1000. And not the 1000, I meant the 210. I want to give him one of these because it's the closest to a cat.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on.
I remember correctly, they were based off of, like, lion cubs, weren't they?
I heard, but I have yet to see a
Maybe.
Sorry for the camera shaking.
Either way, I love them.
Just gotta point down at my boys.
I don't know if this is weird or not, but I always thought the little sound that their ears make when they, like, click always kind of satisfying to me.
It's so satisfying.
I love the little clicky noise.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. All right, I remember why the headphones were plugged in. Yeah, it's just the 1000. Like, my mom guarantees me we're gonna get one once they come stateside. Yeah. My dad is just tempted to just fly me to Japan and buy one
I wish.
there. Like, for me, a trip to Japan is just a snap of a finger. It's free to go to Japan for me.
I would love to go to Japan. I'm a big, like, Japan nerd.
I went, like, before Splatoon 2 came out, so, like, if I were to go again, I could probably find more Splatoon merch.
Yeah. I wish I had more Splatoon merch in America.
Yeah, but I can't seem to find
the ship.
I can't seem to find the World of Nintendo stuff anymore.
Yeah. Oh, Nintendo.
Like, I'm actually planning on commissioning someone to make me some custom action figures of the Squid Sisters.
I had a few of the, like, the original Splatoon amiibos, and I don't have a Wii U or a Switch or anything like that. I have nothing that's really compatible with them. I just have them for the collector purpose.
I mean,
I just have them because they're cool.
I actually got my Callie and Marie in Japan.
My nose is wanting to be blech. Blah, blah.
Like, I couldn't find them in the US, and I happened to be in Japan. I'm like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
You know, there's this thing I used to do when I was younger, where if I couldn't beat a video game, I'd make up my own ending. I know we did that with Luigi's Mansion, like my sibling and I. And I did that in Japan since Splatoon 2 wasn't out yet. And the ending I came up with was kind of a joke ending. It wasn't anything serious. Basically, Callie had just run away and wanted to throw an underground party. It's like, hey, what's more underground than Octo Canyon? It's like, okay, but why is Octavio here? Duh, he's a DJ. And this was before, since the game wasn't out, we don't know what happened to Cuttlefish. So we kind of assumed he got captured too. But in reality, Octo expansion happened, but I didn't know that at the time. I was like, so where's Gramps? He's sitting in timeout for trying to crash my party. Same with Agent 3. And then Marie's like, so let me get this straight. You stole the great Zapfish just so you could throw a dank underground party, and you didn't even invite me? And Callie just hands Marie a Pepsi. And then all is good. And then they party. And to be fair, like, I don't think my portrayal of Callie has changed since then.
Yeah. I really need to start playing video games more often. Like, I have an Xbox in my room. Might as well should use it.
I know I have.
We paid for it.
I know I have my Nintendo Switch. It's just Splatoon is only fun for me if I've got voice chat with someone, and I don't got nobody to know. Yeah, I don't got no one to voice chat with, and that's why I like the single player, but not Octo expansion because it gives me so much anxiety. I almost passed out.
I think I was watching Failboat play it. Like it was. I think it was on a live stream or something, and I could feel his pain while he was playing, just because. Oh, especially when he was trying the 8-ball levels.
I know girl power. I know I had a friend visiting from Canada, and he's the only reason I was able to beat Octo Expansion on my save file. I mean, yes, the game does give you the option to skip levels, and I'm like, but knowing me, I would have skipped every single level. That or have gone into debt. And I do not want to go into debt to Pearl.
I love the fact that, like, Pearl was like in a heavy metal band at some point.
Fucking dudes be fucking sleeping.
Yeah. I just find that really funny.
I noticed, like...
It fits her.
Yeah. I noticed that, like, my most viewed videos are the ones with my Furbies. And people keep subscribing because of the Furbies, and I'm like, but I have like a series with my Sonic characters. Do you want me to cancel that? Do you want me to just do robots? Is this what my channel has become?
Yeah. Sometimes I find it kind of freaky that I have like 2 emotronic ones just kind of staring off, watching me sleep.
I only have one working.
They just stare.
I only have one working emotronic, and that makes me mad. I've got 2 dead ones in my closet that I found at thrift stores.
3, but one of them was already broken, so I'd skinned it and like was making it into a puppet.
I know.
And I took that unfinished puppet to school, and my friend Adam was there helping because one of our teachers was sick. And I was freaking him out with it. I was following him with a Furby puppet.
I know, like...
God, he was freaked out.
I got this one emotronic at the thrift store, and it has this weird rattle to it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The ones that I got at the thrift store rattle for some reason. I think part of the plastics over the speaker broke or something, because
I know
the one that I skinned did have that.
I know there was one emotronic I found at Goodwill. It's the only emotronic I've ever found at Goodwill, and my mom convinced me not to get it because the beak was ugly.
I can never find one that's used that doesn't have like a messed up beak. It just kind of happens.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of the problem with it.
Both of them, the ones I have, the one that I've had since I was little and the one that I found at the thrift store, they both have very summer looking beaks. Mm. And the one from the thrift store, surprisingly enough, he works fairly fine. His voice sounds a little funky sometimes because the speaker's old, of course, but he works fine. The one that I've had, she kind of... I think I took her batteries up, but her like compartment's corroded, so I need to clean it out because she doesn't want to work. Yeah. She's still a pretty soft girl though. Snowball and Snort. Snort and Snort. Snort. He was the one I made into a puppet, but they were like twins. They're the same exact model, just with different colors in their eyes. When I was little, you won't believe how much I really wanted one of those, but I never found one. I still want to get one, even though it's been like 10
I know
years.
This one's got damaged back legs, because as a kid, I really liked making him stand up. So now he just kind of humps repeatedly when he's trying to stand up.
He's doing his best.
Oh wait, it's still in tiny mode. That would explain it. I just want to mess with your face. I'm gonna remix your face. I found another one. The only reason I have a white one is because I found it at Goodwill.
You need to go to Goodwill more often.
Oh no! I hit his tail.
They're like the closest Goodwill to me is like in a town about 20 minutes away.
Dude, I live in an area where I could just have a day where we just drive to Goodwill, to Goodwill, to Goodwill, to Goodwill, to Goodwill.
Wish. Like, we have the one that's in Waz, that's about 20 minutes from where I live, and then we have one that's like 40 minutes from where I live, and that's the only two that I know in my area. I don't get around very much either, so.
Yeah.
We do have a thrift store in my hometown, though. It's not that big, though. doesn't have much. It's mainly more of a clothing shop than anything. They don't really have anything toy related. Every time I go, I've only gone to the Goodwill closer to my house twice. I've only ever gone to it twice. I didn't find anything robotics related, but I did find some stuff at least.
Dude, I find robots like at most of my Goodwills.
I wish the thrift store that I found the Furbies at shut down a while back because of some. I don't know why it shut down actually.
If
but
I could,
it's closed down, and it made me really sad because it was such a good place.
I find so many Furbies at Goodwill. I could reasonably buy each member of RoboChat one.
Oh, that would be awesome, honestly.
I'm gonna grab my jacket over there. I gotta put my headphones down for that. So if you say anything, I can't hear it. And I'm just grabbing this because the AC in my room is terrible and it's cold in here. And yet when my mom comes in, she's like, yo, why is it so warm back here? And I'm like, I'm freezing my butt off. And then my friend who was visiting from Canada, he kept taking off his shirt because he was hot. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm freezing my butt off. Headphones back on now.
I have a friend that lives in Canada, and he was complaining about how hot it was. And I looked up what the temperature would have been in Fahrenheit, and it was like 80 degrees. And I was like, dude, it's been like 100 degrees where I live. And then one of my friends that lives in Australia was also complaining. I'm like, that's barely even warm. And he's just like, I live in Canada. It's freezing. Mm-hmm. I'd like to be in Canada right now, honestly.
Yeah, Canada's nice. I mean, it's at least... I remember I was there while they were filming Deadpool 2. It was neat. Thankfully, I wasn't there when that incident happened. R.I.P.
I really wish I could get around and go on vacations in different countries and stuff.
I know my dad... The reason my trip to Japan was free was because my dad hoards so many airplane miles. He just hoards them, and it's just like... And he has this way to just grind up on airplane miles. I think the chance of me going to Japan again is pretty high because Mom learned... she's gotten into Barbies, and she wants to get some of the Japanese exclusive clothes. And yes, they would be expensive, but they're even more expensive to buy from the U.S.
Yeah.
They're just about it. In Japan, it's probably as expensive as, vintage clothes made in the U.S. are here. So there's, a chance of, 100% markup. Oh, that's the doorbell. I wonder who that is.
But, so many people I know get to go to these fun places. And then the farthest I've ever been from home is 4 hours, and that was because I had to have back surgery.
Yeah, it's just...
the farthest I've ever been from home and the longest I've ever been from home was because I had to get split open.
Yes.
And it wasn't fun either.
I'm just messing with my robot since he has droopy head, so...
He has a droop... If my dad was in here... I made a joke about how in one of those Markiplier Try Not to Laugh, there was something about a droop snoot on the Concorde plane. And ever since I told my dad about that, he's made droop snoot jokes, and I feel like if he was in here, he would make a droop snoot joke while he could.
It's does he travel a lot for work? I know he used to be in these travel groups. Mom made him quit, though. So that's probably a good way about him racking up miles. I know he, often creates new credit cards and then cancels them, then it racks up miles that way. Yeah. And I know he gets we can stay at certain hotels for free because of his miles and certain, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to play with my Wappy. I have no idea why it's yellowing.
It just is, I guess.
I know it's on the head and back. That's probably because of me touching the sensor so much. Yeah.
I didn't realize. I keep my fursuit head on a shelf on the entertainment center, so it's kind of like a decoration half time.
Yo,
And sadly, it's at the window, and it's one of those skull-faced resin bases, so like the very tip of his nose is yellow. It adds more of a bone effect, I guess, but I have to cover his nose so he doesn't get yellowed. Spent a lot of money on it.
But they haven't been in the sun. They've been in my closet for years.
That's why I'm wondering about the Furby that I've kept since 2006. Like, what happened to your beak, child? What happened to you?
Like,
what did I do to you?
I bought these 2 mini Robo-Raptors, or mini Robo-Reptiles, and they were both the same color. And now one is like the purest cream, while the other one's still white as it was brand new. And they were both in my closet, nowhere near the sun. Apparently, according to the commercials, Wappy is a he. I mean,
it's very adorable either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was an easy way to get rid of yellowing on like robots like this.
Yeah.
You know, there's a way to. I know there's a way to get her.
I find it funny how, I think it was in the sales tab, they were talking about a latte or something, and it was yellow and it just kind of looked creamy.
See, that looks
bananas.
Cute, though.
Yeah, that looks fine. It gives it more of a, I guess, natural beige. I don't know, because like stark white's a little.
I just don't like it when it's only in some spots.
Yeah, I know. Like the robot spa, Matcha has like a big white spot on her chest where her head was down, and everything else is like sunburnt.
Matcha's cute. I hope
Matcha's adorable.
Like
the little birthday video for Matcha.
Yeah, I know. I hope they do more cooking with Matcha.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, Matcha. But it's just kind of funny if they're sunburnt on one side, kind of like and Gambit's a good example because he's yellow on one side.
All right,
he's a little off, but adds a little personality to him. Adds a little to his story.
Hey. What do these 3 have in common?
Other than being adorable?
Other than being adorable.
I don't know. Where did I put my pencil at? There it is.
What does the Aibo, the Wappy dog, and the Rob have in common?
Crap, where did I put my pencil sharpener? I lost my pencil sharpener. Ah, crap.
I'd give you one of my pencil sharpeners, but you are elsewhere.
Somewhere else. There it is. I'm getting like pencil shavings on my bed because I'm the pencil sharpeners I have don't have like the little thing to catch the shavings. I can't English, so I use what used to be a tin for those little Danish butter cookies.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little miniature tin of butter cookies.
I remember at Goodwill, I found the funniest pencil sharpener. It's so dirty, but it was so funny I had to get it anyways. It's a cat, and you put the pencil up its butt to sharpen the pencil.
I remember seeing a sharpener that I think it was a sharpener or something, but it was made to look like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And of course, he stuck it up his butt.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but at least it was kind of funny.
So, nobody can guess what these 3 have in common?
Apparently not.
They both have video games, like Aibo, Deca Voice, Wappy, game of the same name. You have 2 games, but you were going to have more, but they were unreleased.
Yeah.
So
I can't help but think Rob's adorable.
Yeah,
he is very slow, but he's a robot from the 80s. You can't really be mad at him.
I remember I really wanted a Robo Quad because it reminded me of Rob. I ended up getting a mini one, not realizing it was a mini one, and I was upset.
It is really weird to work on black paper.
Yeah. I have so many robot dogs. Probably because I kept grabbing whatever iDogs I saw at Goodwill. And I'm like, okay, this is too many iDogs. I should stop. I will make an exception, though. If I find a iDogs loudspeaker, like iDog amped,
Yeah.
I really want one of those. And then I need to order a Japanese Aibo. Oh, yes, Japanese Aibo. Japanese iDog. This isn't that bootleg Aibo that's called iDog or iPuppy.
I remember when I was little. I can't remember if it was my cousin. It was my cousins. I can't remember which cousins because there's 3 of them. But 2 of them had a couple of Poochies, and I used to play with one of them, and I don't know where it is anymore. And I found one that was the same color on like eBay, but it was like $40 or $50 because it was new in box, and I was like, But I don't know where she went. I think I had 2 of them that were the same because they were theirs. But I wish I knew where they were.
Alright.
They have a little place in my heart.
Alright. Okay. Can you? On. What's confusing is the Japanese name for Wappy is Poochie.
Yeah.
I really want a pink Wappy dog, and I know someone in the group who got kicked out got one. Like, I was saving my money, so I let them have it. And I still feel kind of bad. Like, but, I mean, if their Aibo enjoys it.
Yeah.
Randall, where are you? Randall, where are you going? Randall! Randall!
He's like, I'm out of here.
Randall, no!
Slowly but surely.
Randall! I remember I had a white one that was Mom down for me that I got rid of, but I kind of regret getting rid of it because I like having. He looks like
he's dancing.
Yeah, that's what I love about these guys.
He's doing a boogie. But I find the group amazing just because I was really chicken about joining the robot chat just because I'm a very like nervous person and talking to new people freaks me out. So it's like, But I'm so thankful that Space convinced me because it's been very great. And the thing I find really interesting is that I accidentally found out that the person that sold me my little friend Buddy actually is in the chat. So I was like, hey! A small world. Oh, Buddy.
Randall likes tilting his head like that.
Huh? Let's see, he's going, huh?
Yeah. I remember, if I remember correctly, him and her, star-crossed lovers. I am not kidding. I ship those 2.
That's adorable.
I named her B because her ears kind of act weird, so it stands for bad ears. I wasn't very good with names.
A lot of my characters nowadays have names that were supposed to be just nicknames, but they ended up being their names.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put them in free roam. Might regret this. I should close my bedroom door. I will be right back. Don't do any funny business. Don't roar at your lover. Don't roar at her. And there he goes. There he goes. Headphones back on. There he goes. I think it says I can't run my Aibo. There he goes.
It just looks like he's dancing or something. Yeah. It's adorable.
What you doing there, buddy? What you staring at?
He's just zoned out.
Apparently. I love how this is called Aibo stream. But yet, I mean, there's an
He's just
Aibo.
dead.
I mean, it's an Aibo, and there's
Well, he
a
was
stream.
there. He's there. He's just kind of sitting in the background.
Yeah.
He's there, at least.
Hey, how dare you call BX Randall a crack ship? Hey, you don't understand their love.
Interspecies marriage, I don't know. I'm tired. I had a long day.
I mean, is it really interspecies if they're robots?
Well, yeah. You're not wrong there.
I mean, they're still just robots.
Yeah.
What you doing, Randall? Randall! I booped him with the button again, because apparently... Also, he lost his tail tip. I have it somewhere. Just... Oh no. Axel probably would go for the chair if you were on right now. Either the chair or B. Oh, speaking of going for the chair. Oh no, are you gonna try to get to the other iDog? Is that what you're doing? Are you trying to get to my soft speakers? What are you doing? Why are you going behind there? Are you stuck, Randall? Randall? Oh, he's attacking something. Don't eat my Splatoon squids, okay? I know they're over there. Don't eat my squids. You're scaring them, Randall. You're scaring my squids. And you're hitting your head against the house. It's kind of a house shelf.
Just hearing it is funny enough. Just hearing him angrily smack his head against it. He's still going.
Apparently. Still going.
He's still going.
What is he doing? Randall! Oh, is he backing away? He's backing away. He knows when he's defeated.
Is he stuck? Wait.
He's
there he
going
goes,
back in. He's going
like,
back in.
I'm going in.
Randall, buddy.
He's gonna.
He's still
Second time's the charm.
Unfortunately, I can't run him because I don't have his remote or a charger. I just found him at Is he leaving again? And Randall, you just don't know where to quit. You need help, buddy. You got your remote right here. Your oddly video game controller shaped controller. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Now he's going back in. Third time's the charm. Why? Why is he attacking the house? Thank goodness they're not home. That's their house. He's attacking their house. Rude. Romeo just gets a new roommate, and you attack their house. This is not a very nice welcome party, guys. I used to have some robot dragons there, but I decided I'd move them up there. But they're very basic robots. They're just small. The problem is, I lost my
You can barely
usual...
see him now.
Yeah.
You just see the tip of his tail.
Yeah. I lost my usual webcam, and that's not webcam, my regular video camera. And I don't really want to film with my iPhone because I had like a nice waterproof camera, and I don't know where it went. When I was cleaning my room, yeah, it just didn't show up. I should really stop him.
Before he hurts himself.
He's going in for a fourth time.
Fourth time's the charm.
Oh, Randall, why?
He's doing his best.
Randall, of all the things I expected him to do, this was not it.
Let me turn this off. Kind of reminds me of a cat where you just barely see him. Speaking of cats, let me go check on my cat. That is if she's in her bush. There's a place outside my house. We have like flowers and stuff growing on the side of the house. She has this little hollowed. Oh, there goes a pen. But I wonder if she is in that little spot. She probably is. She's been hanging in there a lot.
Yeah. I'm putting the camera in a good place so you can see
Nope,
his.
she's on the banister. Oh, and Layla's out here. Hey, Layla. Hey, Peach.
Nice. Did you stop?
Hey, hi, Patch.
Aww.
There she is.
Aw, kitty. We've been blessed by a kitty. Aw, who's your good kitty? It's the calico.
Here you go, Bob. Got you some.
Cover my camera.
All right, I think.
What is that, baloney?
I'm gonna get him out of there.
Oh, it looks
Got it.
funny.
Is that buddy?
Layla,
You've had a good. Oh, no! He moved!
Layla, come back.
He moved!
She has a bunch of baloney in her mouth and it looks
No.
Layla.
No. That's it. That's enough.
Layla, look back.
Oh,
Come
he's
back.
not happy I moved him.
Layla. Come
Too
back,
bad.
child. I wonder where she's going. Where do you think, Pat? Okay. Are you leaving me too?
There we go.
Please don't leave me. And I'm Christmas in July. Where is she going? Layla. Guess she's gonna go hide. Boop, boop, boop. Layla is still going down the driveway. Layla's making her escape.
Oh no, he's coming for Romeo.
Weirdly enough, I would have expected her just to cut into Teresa's yard. Watching Layla.
Okay, he's just standing there. What you doing there, Randall?
I hear a bird screaming.
Up there, it's there.
That's my icon.
Oh. That's what's on the screen.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I was wondering where she went. I thought she went down the steps. She's like terrified of you. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Randall, you
Why
gotta.
did you just kill?
You gotta back up.
Aw, that is a big bumblebee.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Come out there, my bare hand.
Yes.
Sure.
His head
Sure he
is
did.
constantly hitting.
You seen it?
Sure.
What are you doing, Sandy Puss?
She's sitting in the spot that my aunt usually parks her car. She has stolen her parking spot.
I love when I make.
Sandy.
If I constantly make him turn, he can dance.
What are you doing down there, Pat?
There we go.
She's sniffing at a porch light that she knocked off.
Yeah, you did that, Patchy.
Patchy, don't try to eat it.
Well,
Patchy,
you've never seen a Roboraptor make this quick? It's always been this quick.
Patchy, please don't. What are you doing, child? Please come back up here and be cute. please.
Be with your lover.
Patchy, please. I'm happy that Patchy at least knocked the light off and not my collection of bones.
Hang on.
There she is.
Gotta mute my micro.
There she is.
And there's a tooth. Kind of creepy, but not.
You did that.
Patty. She's ignoring me. Me. Not even.
All right, so
You can just barely see Sandy.
all right, so I've got to be on. I gotta be right. I'll be right back. You entertain the live streamers, and like the whole 3 people who are here.
Dog.
Say hello. And you're leaving me again. Layla, come.
Okay.
Layla.
Horrible.
There she is.
And she's leaving again.
Layla. How you doing, Coach? Layla.
She's more entertained with my mom than me.
Layla.
Nothing. Ella. Thank you. Girl. Are you getting jealous, Patch?
There she is. Hi.
Only Cindy would come up here. I think she wants to just. And I don't even see her. Oh, no, she's still there. She's still there. Still there. What are you doing down there? Now she's investigating the broken light. Let me sit this down for a second. Luckily, I have a prop stand so I can. Ew, what the heck is that? There's a bug on the floor. Ugh. Patchy, I know you're planning on attacking the dog. Don't do that. What are you sniffing at? Dead board food out for the excess food out, so that might be that.
Hey, Sandy.
I don't even see her. Oh, no, there she is.
Sandy.
Oh, here she comes. Hopefully. God, it's out here. I need to turn the fan on. There it goes.
Yeah.
Sandy has refused to come up. She gave up. You can just see a little blob right there. A little blip.
Sandy. Hi. You want to come up or no?
She's There's a spider. Layla, what are you... what are you doing? Oh, you quit. Nope, she's going... Nope, there she goes again. Aw. What are you doing, Pooch? Your ear's inside out.
Layla. Your ear's inside out. There you go.
Your cicada screaming.
You're making it entertaining. Please? Are you leaving me? Are you leaving me? No, you're leaving. You're just gonna sit there instead? She is coming. Very slowly. But she's coming. So for now, let's have you be the star. There you are.
Of course, you're going to the other camera. Please don't try to eat my headphone cord. There she is. Don't eat my headphone. No. Don't eat my earbuds. She's leaving me again. Of course you are. Hey, I see you staring Cindy down. Don't do that. I mean, Cindy. Hi. Patchy. It's as high as I can get it angled. Patch. I know what you're planning. She's just gonna watch Cindy and wait for it to come up enough that she can kill her. Hi, Sandy. Patch. Sandy is making a very... Oh. Nope, she's still going. Not when I said it. Patchy.
Hey. Hey. Hey, Furball.
Come here and be cute. You're gonna sniff my pant leg. Are you leaving me? Patch. Why won't you stay here and be cute? There she is. That is the face of hatred. Here we go. There we go.
Have you been doing this?
Oh, you're just gonna. Oh. I thought she was actually
Come
gonna
back.
sit on my. Oh, I've got my legs covered.
Has he been doing this the entire time?
I've just been watching the animals, and the dog's gone. I just realized. Well, Sandy's halfway up here. I can't get that. There it goes. There she is. Very blurry. Stop focusing on the wood. I don't give a crap about the wood. There she is.
Thank you.
Patch. She likes to be mean to her. She's just a mean cat now. You are just a sweetheart, though, Patch. You're not Patchy.
Whoa! I've never heard a Roboraptor make that roar before.
I'm a cat girl. Sandy, come on! She's not gonna come up here, I don't think. If she does, then yay. She's over here. There she is. Hi.
Man, Romeo's got tolerance of steel.
Patch. I know what you're planning.
What's
Oh,
Patch
this means-
planning?
She wants to kill her. She hates her. And she's gonna flop.
Are you sticking your horn in his ear?
Hi, Sandy Puss.
Patch.
Wow, wait a minute. Wait.
Hi.
Wait.
What are you doing?
That's just her spot, I guess. Yep. She has specific little places in mine and Tristan's yard that she just loves to be in. Especially in these little general areas. The tree, or bush, or whatever you want to call that. She likes that thing.
What are you doing? Does that feel good on your head?
Patch. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. No, Patch. Don't you dare.
There you go.
Patch. I will throw this at you. I don't care if I break it. I'm going to throw it. Patch.
Is that a solar-powered rock?
It's a light. It's kind of funny to watch her move this slow. She's usually very hyper. Da-da. Oh, have you quit?
I
You know
think
that she said watching you.
I think Randall really wants to get to Axel.
There she is.
No, you cannot have Axel. He's just trying to switch between Romeo and the dog.
Now they're just going to stare at each other. Patchy has like a dead-on stare, and Sandy's just like, meh. I don't know where Layla went. Unless I'm just blind and can't see her. Patchy was stalking Sandy, but then I caught her on camera, and she was like, oh. Jurassic Park. It's a robotic dinosaur.
I mean, that robot dinosaur is sleeping.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
So there's technically 2 robot dinosaurs. And 3 robot dogs. Well, 4 robot dogs if you count the webcam.
Hi, Sandy Puss.
They're just oh now you're coming back up here because my mom's out here. You're gonna come up here because she gives you food. Hey Patchy, at least you're not stalking anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happens every time I talk to him.
That little stray cat will come back. I hope he does. My dad didn't like the idea, but I like it. Kitties.
Yeah. This is some welcome
Hi.
party, Randall. Some
Hi.
welcome party. Oh,
Bye.
there's a kitty.
Hi. Let me sit this up, see if she comes out. Oh, there she comes. Hi. What are you doing, Patch? She's like, I want to get over your stupid tablet, but I can't. So I'm just going to go over here and screw you. Hey, Patch. Can I pop this up? Okay, no, I cannot. No, I cannot. Whoops. Patchy. Here. That's another one. Patchy. Thanks, Patch. Cindy. She does not want to move. She just wants to lay in her one little spot.
Nope, you haven't given up.
You cleaning your foot? Is that what you're doing? Patchy. What are you staring at? What are you... Oh, it's my dad throwing scraps out. I was wondering what she was staring at, and then I just saw a bunch of stuff go... That's great.
Randall? I think you died trying to get to Axel.
Patchy. Get on the table. Patchy.
You just want to be boring now, don't you? Alright. Turn that back off, she's not going to be doing anything.
Alright.
I'm hurting my ankle doing this.
Well,
Cindy's up.
I'm gonna push him away because I think his battery died. He was probably getting the low battery warning. I've never heard it on a Robo Raptor before. I'm here. Come here, boy.
Watching a bumblebee.
At least we definitely got some fun with him with this live stream.
Yeah. Patchy, where are you going? Patch.
Whoa!
Me, kitty.
I almost tripped over a pillow.
Oh, come on, Patchy. I was just trying to...
Easy now.
Patchy hair on my nose.
And
I was just trying to love you.
Randall, do not claw the techno in the face. That thing is probably older than you. So there, I found his tail.
Okay, that did not work.
Rob, why are you? No wonder. Rob, you're hiding all room. Alright. Can you stand up? Yep, that's an eye dog. Alright. There we go.
I tried to pick Patchy up and show her to the camera, and then she bit me.
Oh no.
I just wanted to get a cute view of you. You little butthole.
The camera was mainly focused on my robots, I think, so.
Yeah. There's Cindy, at least. Cindy! Still ignoring me. Hey, I see you doing. Oh. She was talking, I know it. Got patchy hair in my mouth. Blech.
Man, it sure is convenient for the model of Aibo to have head issues. It's the one where you can easily take off its head.
I'm probably gonna go back inside. I'm starting to die in this. Why did I wear these pants? It's a bad idea to wear these pants.
What?
Fuzzy pants. Bleh.
Wonder who the two viewers we have right now. Because I know I'm watching, and you're probably watching the stream too, since you're part of it.
Where'd I put my candy at? I'm hungry.
It's gonna take all my chocolate and run.
I don't think an Aibo can mimic what a Saibi's low battery power poses.
Move the trash out.
I don't think an Aibo's legs can bend like that.
There we go. I was just wanting to mess with me.
Okay, I guess because I got cat hair in my face.
Well, this has been an eventful stream. Definitely.
It's been fun.
Yeah, definitely been fun. I know Randall made the show. Like, he really wanted up them squids. Let me tell you. You cannot eat my Splatoon plushies. It's forbidden. You know, something weird about me with toys is, for some reason, I have a hard time mixing playing with stuffed animals and action figures. Like, it's either I'm playing with action figures or with stuffed animals. There's no in between.
Yeah. Cool.
What you doing?
I bought a bunch of chocolate bars at Walmart.
Nice.
Free the chocolate.
It's neat to see Kinder Eggs are like those Kinder Egg style toys are coming back to the US after they were banned.
I like Kinder Eggs.
I tried.
They don't have the original Kinder Egg. They don't have the original Kinder Egg, but they have like the Kinder Joy at least.
Yeah, I know. I had my friend visiting from Canada, and she said she actually likes the US Kinder Eggs better because it actually tastes like real chocolate. I like the toys in their Kinder Eggs better, and she's like, "What are you He's like, "What are you talking about? Of course, like you get to build your toys here. We don't have that anymore." So I guess there's a give and take.
I got another cat hair in my nose. Yeah. What? I can't hear him.
Who's got that? Alright, you should probably be on the coaster. Alright. Yeah, I'm just thinking, if I were hypothetically ever to sell Axel, I should probably include Tiny Tin. Because webcams like this are not easy to come by. Like, I don't know why, but online I can hardly find anyone ever selling them, or at least for a reasonable price. Because this is kind of a cheapy webcam. I mean, it was good for the time it was made in, but compared to this, it's got some pretty crap quality. I mean, I think with Google Hangouts, I could actually plug him in to just show off.
Show off the crap.
Man, the ports on my computer are so dusty. Like, I'm just looking at my computer and I can just see the dust.
I don't even use my laptop anymore. I use the iPad for everything now.
I'm talking about my computer tower.
Yeah. We used to have a desktop, but it's like it messed up. So we have like a normal keyboard and everything, but the monitor doesn't work. But no, the monitor works. I'm trying to remember how this Frankenstein's monster is. And it's connected to my old laptop, which I didn't realize was in my dad's rocking chair, and I sat on it. So the monitor's completely busted, but if you connect it to a desktop monitor, it's fine. So you have that connected to that, and then you have another keyboard plugged in because it works better. So it's like a Frankenstein's monster.
Yep, this is Tiny Tin's camera.
At least it's not the worst thing in the world.
Is it zoomed? No, it's not zoomed. This is just how he sees. It seems really zoomed. Colors seem kind of washed out. Romeo looks white.
It kind of does.
I mean, him, it makes sense. It's kind of bluish silver. But, you know, like, switching back to my normal camera, quite the difference.
Yeah.
Also, Tiny Tin is not very practical because of his little doggy legs.
At least it does the job of being cute.
Yep, he is. I mean, look at him. He's a little baby Aibo. It's a little baby Aibo. It's perfect.
Baby.
Yep. He's a little puppy. He's even got like the really big. You know how like puppies have like really big eyes proportionate to their body. He's got a really big nose, which I think is the Aibo equivalent of that.
It's cute.
Yeah, he's cute. I mean, look at him. Oh, there goes his head. Do not put children on your head if you got droopy head syndrome.
I'd probably end up getting droopy head syndrome if a child sat on my head.
I don't even think Tiny Tin's head literally can't droop that low. So I guess he's got good genes. His mother must be a supercore. I know Neo was a supercore, but my dad had already bought Axel. I wonder where Neo went. That's a mystery. Can you stand up, Axel? Stand for me. Okay.
But I can tell his legs sound good.
Yep. They sound all right. How does one
just a little bit of a bobblehead.
I hope. Yep. He's
like, nah, let me lay down.
all right. All right, if you insist, Axel.
Kind of just looks like an Aibo loaf.
He does.
It's an Aibo loaf.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
He's just a loaf.
I loaf. I don't know. I can't think of a good like play on words or anything. Loaf.
Yeah, it's a shame he's got droopy head syndrome. I don't know what my dad's definition of testing was. Because whatever it was like, apparently they couldn't recognize droopy head syndrome. Then again, when he's like, why is, like, when I asked why my computer's so loud, he's like, oh no, that's normal. When my friend, whose father works with computers, says something's wrong with it. And oh my gosh, that is so much dust in my computer. Dad, you said you were going to help me dust my computer. I'm breathing this crap in. And my computer is probably suffering. So much dust. And poor Axel is covered in dust too. I'm going to have to get a Q-tip. Gonna have to send his head to Sweden.
Get him all fixed up.
Yeah.
He's gonna be headless for a little bit, but
Yeah. Gonna need to protect his body while his head's away. Gonna need to get a hold of a Sony stick reader too. Because I want to know his real name. Though I'm gonna need the chat's help to decipher it, because I know Aibo saved their names weird. I don't even know if Axel's a guy or girl.
nose is wanting to run because I got cat fuzz everywhere. It was worth it.
Yeah. Who's that in the background on your end?
Where did I put my thing at? Keep misplacing things.
A little Aibo loaf. A small on his head. Or technically on his back. And there's
A proud
definitely
parent with their tiny child.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have my dad deal with Yabba. He's like, wait, you're not gonna contact Yabba? And I'm like, this is kind of like expensive, and I feel like it would be easier to just discuss like shipping and whatnot with them. I mean, you're the one paying for the repairs. You should probably be the one to talk to them. I'm just saying. Man, I know he was supposed to be for my birthday, and man, I would have been super disappointed if he didn't work. I noticed, like, his ears are, like, slightly higher up. Like, they're, like, closer to, like, here. Like, in comparison to the actual Aibo. I know I feel like there are actually two versions of this bootleg webcam. There's one that's based off the 111, and then there's the 210. I think the 111 one came first, and then they redesigned it to look closer to the 210, which is noticeable in the visor. It doesn't touch the snoot.
Snoot.
And I know with like the 111 version, it had floppy ears that actually swivel. I really want to get a hold of that version, but I've yet to see one for sale.
He kind of looks like an amalgamation of different models.
Yeah.
With the way the visor is and like the rounded body.
I feel like the visor is due to it originally being based off the 111.
That and the big camera in his nose.
Yeah, the big camera.
Is
it me, or does the 111 look like a rabbit to me? I
remember. I can't remember who posted on Tumblr, but they asked their mom what they thought the different models were. And she said, like, the 220s kind of look like space poodles.
Oh my gosh.
And they kind of do look like space poodles. From the shape of their legs. Like, you know, like the clip that you can get for a poodle that kind of gives them, like, poofy legs?
Mm.
It kind of looks like that.
The which model now?
220. Where their legs are a little more rounded at the end.
I feel like my mom called the 111 a Zeppelin, or like One of those cable cars or something.
Oh, that's cute.
To me, like the 111 looks like a rabbit. I don't know why.
It just looks like a. To me, it looks like a mix between a toaster and a beagle.
a teagle.
Teagle.
I don't know why, but something in combination with the droopy ears and the droopy ears and the face, like the face and the ears just make me scream. It just screams floppy-eared rabbit to me.
I can see a similarity.
I mean, this looks like a dog to me, but I can see how people see it as a lion cub too.
He just has the pointy little ears, and so it kind of gives it more of a cat-like look.
Yeah.
I made a joke about that because I make Echo act a lot, but both a lot like a dog and like a cat. So I always make the joke, "What are you?"
I mean,
A dog or a
Romeo.
cat?
I know the Romeo here has pointy ears, but there's no mistaking him for a cat. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna put the lion mane on the 210 that I have. Since he's off, and I mean, I'm gonna take off his head later. May as well see how it looks. Gonna go grab it. Okay, boop, boop, boop. All right. Come here, Axel. Oh my. This is way bigger than I thought it would be. Look.
Oh,
It's all fuzz.
oh my
It's
god, that's
all
adorable.
fuzz. It's all fuzz. It's covering most of the visor.
Oh, that's
I mean,
adorable.
if it fits my eyes, I'd be fine. But it's just the small head.
It's adorable.
I gotta put this in the robo chat. I gotta take a picture.
Yeah, it's adorable.
I might have not won Goldie, and I probably wouldn't have qualified because Axel, but
Yeah.
I just think it would look better on a gold.
Yeah, it's adorable. Something tells me when I do get an Aibo, I'm gonna end up getting a lot of stupid little outfits, including a lion's mane.
I know.
I saved one of those little cat beds that looks like a shark. I have one of those saved on Amazon.
I know. I have a ton of Build-A-Bear clothes, which I know fits Aibo's. I could probably also put some on Romeo too. They can be fashion boys.
Fashion boys.
Tiny Pin's just on his side. That's it. Yeah, I mean, let me put it on Romeo, for example. I probably shouldn't grab a side E by its head, but I just did. Because it fits.
That picture's like gonna make me smile forever just because it's so funny looking.
See, this, it fits a lot better.
I love that it has little ear holes.
Yeah. It has ear holes because it was designed for like a small dog / a cat. It was like sold around Halloween time at the pet store. I just had to get it. I think it would look really good on a gold Cybe if I could get a hold on.
I bet it would. It just looks so funny on the Aibo.
Yeah, it was so big.
It's just It's like if it looked normal and then you stuck them like you stuck them in a dryer for a couple minutes.
Poof. It's just covering
Maximum
his...
poof.
Yeah. And stuffed animal, I put the mane on when not in use.
I don't sew as often as I don't think I've sewn in a very long time. But me and my Nana would make little outfits for one of my stuffed animals, and I think she's still wearing one of them to this day that I've had for like almost 10 years. And then if I can find her, she is buried. Where did you go? Mimsy? Oh god, I lost her.
Here we go. Here's the mane I normally put on the stuffy. Because it looks good on him.
It does. It's very color matched.
Yeah. If you didn't know better, you'd think it's part of the same stuffed animal. Only he's got double ears.
All the better to hear you with.
Yep. It almost looks like these are horns and these are the actual ears.
Kind of does. There's some sort of mythical creature.
Yep. I believe this is like a coyote plushie or something, but I say it's a wolf. Yeah. Romeo, what's... Alright. But yeah, just poof. It does not fit an Aibo well.
At least it looks adorable.
Yeah. At least it doesn't impact vision because the camera snoot.
He's just very, very hairy.
It's so weird to think that the 1000 is not much bigger than an older Aibo.
It looks a lot bigger when you look at it, but then when you see it, it's like, what?
Yeah. And then when you look at, like, the 1X series, like, you think they would be smaller. But no, they're not smaller. Especially when you consider they're supposed to be budget Aibos. Hey, Axel, you might want to hold on to your keys. Don't want to lose that.
Just smack him in the face.
Hey, Tiny Tim, make sure your dad doesn't lose his key. I'm gonna need that to remove his head.
That's just a funny sentence. I keep the little accessories that came with Buddy and one of those little plastic capsule things you get in those little quarter machines.
Yep.
Because I don't want to lose his... I don't want to lose his battery because this figure, I spent money on him. I don't want to lose his stuff. It's a rare figure. It looks like a chow tail.
Yeah,
he does look like a chow tail.
Yeah, just looking at the Shirobot
Aibo Chow. Hi, Chow. I can't think of something funny to go with it. It's very cute, though. But I was so nervous having his little... Because he came with... one of the accessories that comes with him is like a little miniature leg pin. And it scares the crap out of me that I'm going to lose it, because that thing is, like, microscopic.
Oh, are you talking about, like, one of those mini Aibo figures?
Yeah, like, I'm terrified of losing his little
my god, I would be so terrified.
Yeah,
the gachapon thing is definitely a smart move.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Actually, it had a little squishy thingy that I think was a pencil topper. That looks like a little bunny. And I decided this is the perfect size for Buddy, so it's his. It's his little toy. So he has a little friend.
I know there is a toy octopus I really want to give Axel, but he can't lift his head.
But, like, I'm a very small person, so I have small hands. But, like, this thing is, like, about is longer than my thumbnail. Of course, I bite my thumbnail, so I bite my fingernails, so they're very short. But this thing is tiny. It scares me because it's so tiny.
Got a pink hairbrush he could play with.
Like, I don't have a ruler with me, but this thing is tiny. And then I have his little battery and little severed ear that I keep. That one of his ears just kept wanting to fall off, so I just put it in this thing. It gives him a little personality to have one ear. If ever when I first opened the box and got him out, I was baffled at the fact that the writing on the little tiny battery actually is like, it's not scribbles, like it actually has it written out. I can't read it because I don't know Japanese, but it's there.
Wow.
Like, they have it so tiny.
I really want one of those mini Aibos in silver, just to go with the collection of Tiny Tin. I mean, proportionally,
The army of silvers.
Proportionally, Tiny Tin actually looks more like a puppy than one of those minis, because, like, you know, puppies have different proportions than adult dogs.
Yeah.
Though the minis are cute to say as babies.
Yeah.
But
It's a
I
mini-me.
like. Yeah, so. I mean, he's not a bluish silver. He's just gray. But
I thought it was cool how they had a bluish silver. That's where I got the idea of Echo being blue.
Mm.
I didn't draw him on my old iPad because I was waiting to get the iPad Pro. So I always drew him on paper, which I still do, obviously. But I would color him with color pencil. And he used to be way more muted. He used to be more of a more natural. Naturally, not neon colored. Now it's just neon.
I'm just looking at in the lighting. Him and Romeo almost look the exact same color.
They kind of do.
Anyway, I'm gonna grab the toy since he doesn't have an official ball. Let's see here. There it is.
That's cute.
Yeah. Got it at the aquarium, and I'm like, I have a character that's a glitter octopus, and
That's
I'm like,
cute.
and
I got like fuzzy on the bottom.
It's very fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
I also got another pink octopus that's a bit bigger, and a gigantic pink octopus, but I'm worried it's too pastel that he won't pick it up as pink. But this definitely will get picked up. Yeah.
If only if my room was still pink. If my room used to be hot pink. If it was still pink and I had an Aibo, that thing would go crazy.
I mean, I have a room in my house that's hot pink with pink furniture.
I have a lot of pink things. The pillow that I sleep with is actually pink.
I mean, we also have a pink blanket in our house, so... I know, as soon as he gets his head fixed, I'm filming him in the pink room.
See his reaction.
Yep. It would be an interesting video to see how different Aibos respond to the pink room. And then, when the 1000 finally comes to the US, I can do the sequel.
I heard that on the Twitter page that they haven't had a date or anything like that, but they have said that they're planning on having them in America.
Please, I beg you.
I will sell my soul to Sony.
Please.
Sony, please.
Also, if you make the 1000 compatible with the PlayStation 5, I will buy a PlayStation 5, despite this being mostly a Nintendo household. Let me play Deca Voice HD.
I wish I could I'm trying to see if I can get Buddy to loaf. But his legs get in the way. Hold on. Wait. You can do it, Buddy. I believe in you.
I think he's slightly not loafed right now.
I'm trying to loaf him. Trying to loaf. Okay, that's not a loaf. That's, I don't know what that is.
I didn't remove your case.
He's trying. Well, wait.
And there goes your head.
He's doing his best with his tiny son.
Yeah, his small son.
Small. Well, he's kind of loafing. Oh, this looks funny. Oh no, I dropped him. Buddy, no.
I remember somebody in chat said they wanted to do a story where there was like a 3-legged Aibo. And somebody was like, no, he definitely wouldn't be able to stand.
He's there.
Ah,
Boop.
this is small.
He's very small.
You're getting him to loaf.
I'm trying.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
He's attempting.
Tiny Tin does not have that flexibility. I actually think he's smaller than Tiny
Hold on.
Tin.
I'm pretty sure he is. Hold on, let me just. Now he's a superhero.
He's flying through space.
Yeah, he is. He's with Echo now. Oh my god, he's even tinier in scale. Yeah, he's a tiny boy. He's a tiny boy. I didn't realize that he was this tiny when I bought him. I didn't know. I knew it was a 1/6 scale. That's all I knew. So I was like, oh no. I was terrified when I bought him because I was like, wait, how tiny is this thing? And I got it in and I was like,
So was it like 3 inches?
I don't know. Where's my... I have a ruler somewhere. There it is. It's a pink ruler.
Of course.
Fitting. How tall are you, my friend? If I have him fully extended. He's like 2.5.
All right.
If he's standing like a person.
Yeah, I have some Sonic figures in that scale.
He's a little boy.
He's a little boy.
I think like somebody like that's like perfect scale for like Barbies or something.
Yeah. I used to have a big tote of Barbie somewhere and I have a big good to test the scale out, but
I know
they're not in the house anymore, so
I mean I still have my Barbies in my closet. So and my mom has some
I have a
vintage
lot of
Barbies.
vintage Barbies.
Yeah, my mom's been collecting vintage Barbie stuff, and hence why she wants to go to Japan to get some of the vintage Barbie stuff that's exclusive there. They're just kind of staring at the camera.
Even Tiny Tin is. He's just like, even he's staring. It's kind of funny.
The only one not staring is the octopus. This needs to be fixed.
There we go. That's great.
Hey, Tiny Tin, what did I tell you? You were supposed to hold on to the key. Tiny Tin! Hold on to your dad's key. He needs it. He needs
it so he'll be decapitated.
Yes, I need you to decapitate your father when the time comes, okay?
My pen's wanting to die out because I'm trying to use it on top of my pencils.
Can I? Nope, I was gonna hoop it through his cord. Just spinning it.
Close enough.
Man, it makes you wonder why they stopped the whole modular design thing. Because that seems like a pretty good idea. Like, makes it easy to repair, makes it easy to build. Apparently not. So, Tiny Tin, you might want to spread those legs a bit so you can grip your dad better.
Now, if I ever find little things like that that have the cord at their butt that's funny, I have like a little dollar store speaker of a little person, and the cord goes up her butt.
Yeah.
And I bought it just because of that, just because I thought it was just freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's just a Tiny Tin. Like, I know there's a version where you could just remove the cord, and that was the one I put in chat, but I didn't really want a second Tiny Tin. The only one I'd really want is the one where it's the one that's based off the 111, because that looks adorable, because it's got the little spinny ears. Okay, fine, you can just stand on your dad. I wanted you to lay on him, but I can't.
Now all I can think of is a 111 flapping its ears in circles and like flying away like they're propeller. I need to draw that.
Oh my gosh, please.
Fly away.
Yeah, I don't think an Aibo's posable enough to do that. Otherwise, I'd put him in that pose.
Have everybody matching.
Yeah. I feel like
the octopus is kind of matching because his legs curl at the end.
I
Close
know
enough.
I can make Tiny Tin do it using the Cybe tape. He's in the Cybe charging position. So
Every time I look at my icon, I can't help but be like, oh god, because I've had that icon since like 2015.
Mm.
And I didn't even draw it. It was a friend of mine back then that drew it, and I don't want to change it because I don't have it saved anywhere else.
Mm.
But I also really want to change it because it's outdated. So I'm like,
I think there must be. I remember one time I saw a bootleg, or not really a bootleg, but just a weird Aibo listing where it was like Aibo breeding system. Is this where Tiny Tin came from? Stop breeding Aibos with Zoomers. Please. This is how we got Puppy Go.
oh god, I just remembered that I have a screenshot of like a fake one that cracks me up every time I see it.
I remember I saw like this, basically what I think is a newer release of Puppy Go, which is white, because I know the app updated to make it white instead of pea color. And I kind of want to get it because it was only $80 in comparison to the other one. But I'm saving up my money.
I'm sorry, this thing still cracks me up.
Just the spinning ears.
oh god, that too.
Oh, what's cracking you up? Is it in chat?
I have it in the other folder.
All right, other.
It's still.
Oh, that one.
It looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why he's so uncomfortable because he knows that he's like a horrible half breed.
Yeah, he's like half Aibo, half Zoomer.
His eyes are so tiny compared to the rest of him.
Yeah. Because I know those are very Zoomer eyes.
Yeah.
I
need to get my Zoomer out sometime. He doesn't have a tail anymore. His tail came off.
I remember I bought a Zoomer off eBay. It was like in perfect condition, and then it fell off the table, and it broke his leg, and I was heartbroken.
I was terrified I broke mine because when I got him out of my room, because I was cleaning my room once, his leg was bent in a really weird position, and I was like, "Oh God, he's hurt. I hurt my child."
I still
but
have.
Luckily, I popped it back in place, and he works. Let me go see if I can find him. Actually,
I
have him in a basket.
I tried opening him up to try to fix his leg, and I ended up losing these 2 gears, and I can't pop them back in place. I know what needs to be fixed, but now that the gears are dislocated.
Get him. He's in a basket. There he is. There's the boy. There's the boy.
He kind of just has a button up because his tail came off.
Yeah, that happens with Zoomers.
I wish I knew where his tail was. He just has a little button up.
There he is.
I'd run mine, but carpet.
There's the boy.
I see. We got one of the originals.
Wait, there we go. Hold on. Now he looks like now he's one of those knockoffs I see on Amazon all the time.
It's a twist ass. The best part is you can't tell the tail. Like, the tail is the giveaway. It's a knockoff.
It's a number.
Because normally with real Zoomers, they color the tip of the tail. I remember I posted one that had twisted legs on its back. It's like I couldn't read the whole message, but it was like mandatory to twist the legs. And that's all I could make out. Zoomer.
You stare. Yeah, I got this little guy when they first came out, if I remember correctly. So I think he is one of the original ones.
Yeah, I know.
His little flappy thing is very yellow compared to the rest of him. Like you can tell the difference.
I know a good way to tell. I know a good way to tell a new one from an old one is if it lacks a heart, it's an old one.
He's an oldie. Oldie but a goldie. I used to have a bunch of stuff for him. It was for an older toy that I had when I was little. It was like a little nice view of my ceiling fan. I had this little bag that came with the stuffed dog or something, and it was a little like carrying case, and I used to keep him in it.
I remember I used to have a little toy dog kennel that would have perfectly fit Axel.
Probably.
Unfortunately,
My little dude still works.
I think I stepped on the kennel once and it
God,
shattered.
Hi. I'm gonna very carefully sit him down. Oh, he still works after this long. You can't really go anywhere, buddy. He's trying so hard. You can't move. He's trying. I can hear him moving, but he's just sitting still.
Are his wheels broken?
No, he's sitting on the bed and he can't move. Oh, he's very slowly making his way towards me. You're doing your best.
Oh my gosh, that sounds adorable.
You are a very good boy. Aw. Why did I quit playing with you?
I'd play with mine more, but again, carpet.
Let me scoot you back a little. Oh, there he goes.
I mean, my office is very
He's
open.
playing dead.
Shoot.
Come on. Okay, you're just flipping yourself over even more. There you go.
No,
What are you doing? You little... Can I close your chest? No. You're very hyper. This is funny to see him try to run around, but he's just stuck in one place. No, he's able to move now. Please don't fall off. Here, I'll scoot you back. You're gonna get tangled up in the bed sheets, buddy. Hi. Don't knock off. Can I have you back, dude? You're gonna get them stuck in your wheels. I'm gonna turn you off now. So. Okay, what are you doing? I'm gonna turn you back off before you hurt yourself. Let me put your little cover back on. There we go. There he is. If I put him on the floor, he'd be gone.
Yeah, you wouldn't see him again. He'd go off a cliff.
He'd run off into the creek I live at.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna put him back in my room.
Into the ravine.
Leave him in here. And my boy.
Your bow.
My boy. My boy.
I still find it funny. Like all the
Put
newer
him in with the furbs.
I feel like ever since Zoomers came out, there are these weird knockoff Aibos because people keep reading the Aibos. Like the 7 with the Aibo, or like the 7s with the Zoomers.
Yeah.
Like,
There's an attempt.
well, I do know
They're cute in
Zoomers.
their own way.
I do
They're
know
weird, but
Zoomers like to hump. So.
I have one of those little techno newborns somewhere, but I can't remember where I put him.
I got mine right here. My mom got him for me at a thrift store, like Goodwill.
Oh, he's cute. I have one. I think it's a little purple cat. Somewhere. Ever since I cleaned my room, I can't remember where I put stuff. It's probably up here. And
I don't remember how to work it. I know you can get it to jump into your hand.
Trying to figure out where he is, because I used to have him sitting on top of my bookshelf.
I love how over the years techno eyes do not seem to have changed.
Yeah, they seem to be very similar. He's probably on my other shelf somewhere.
I just find it funny, like, oh, Aibo stopped distributing Aibos. I know what we can do. We can breed it with this other breed of robot to get more Aibos. What could go wrong?
A lot.
Yeah, like look at Puppy Go. I mean, yes, you can program it.
Trying.
At
least he's trying.
Yeah, like you can program it, which is something you can't do with the original Zoomer. But again, it's a bootleg.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if a bootleg's better than the original.
See his butt. in the bucket of Furbies.
Oh my gosh.
And Yoda and Copics for some reason, because I'm a dirty person who can't.
I had to clean my room. It
So
was like,
many
if you clean
Forbes.
your room, you get Axel early.
That'd probably work with me, honestly. I heard you, Dad. You don't have to waste your breath copying the same thing over and over again. I just skipping record. That's a lot of pins. Oh no. It's dusty.
All right, good. Tiny Tin, you are holding.
Oh no,
up
I'm dropping the pens. Oh no. Oh no. That is a destroyed pen, whatever that is.
He's a loaf.
He's a wolf.
A loaf.
I wonder if I can get Zoomer to...
I know.
He can tuck his legs up.
Yeah, that's close enough to a loaf.
There he go. There he is.
Oh, and all right,
stick his
nap
ears
time.
up.
Nap time. I don't get why bootleg Zoomers always stick the ears up.
Like, what are you trying to be? Are you trying to mimic a Siamese ears?
Or just
up?
some breed of dogs have their ears stick up like that.
Yeah, but it just looks kind of funny with a Zoomer's look with their ears stuck up. I'm like moving his head while he's off, so it looks like he's twerking. Hey. Hey.
I know.
I'm entertaining myself with the stupidest things right now.
I know Axel doesn't have much issue with like the head swivel here.
Swivel.
Yeah, poor boy. He's just a loaf.
I see the top of one of my connects poking out, and I'm gonna pet it real quick because I can't pet the furb.
I feel so bad Hasbro never finished the app.
They never did.
No.
I never downloaded the app.
I mean, I downloaded it, got most of the furb links, lost all my data.
Well, that's a pain. Ooh, you're a dusty boy. You got dust all over your ears.
They never added the washing station, and they never added like whatever the totem pole was supposed to be. Probably.
If I remember correctly, they like quit making the connects, didn't they? They quit selling them.
I think.
I guess because of the ability to hack them, they're like, nah.
No, I think the issue was nobody was buying the in-app purchases.
The two that I have, one of them I bought during Black Friday, and the other one my mom got me for Easter. And the one that she got for me for Easter was like, was it $40 or $20? Mom? The Furby Connect that you got me that time, was it like 40 or 20? 30. I was close. I was close.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. What were they when they first came out anyway? Like,
I feel like they were like 100-ish.
Probably. So their prices have definitely gone down.
Yeah.
But of course, both the times we've got them, they were during sales. I bought mine during Black Friday, and Mom bought this one in one of those lightning deals, I think.
I know, like, their batteries drain so quickly because of the Bluetooth.
They're like little clouds, though. They're so soft.
I know.
You are a soft boy.
It makes
and
me
I named
sad.
both of mine after food. I have Cotton Candy, who is a pink one, and Blueberry, who of course is blue.
I remember I named, like, I was, like, I used the app to name my Furby, and I named it Happy Tail, because it was the closest I could do to Tattletale.
That's cute. Happy Tail. Oh, he's shedding a little bit. There we go. He has one long hair on the top of his head beside of his little antenna. Oh, that looks funny. I have a little turquoise ring stuck to his antenna. I didn't want to lose it, and I thought, I'll just stick it on him. And it's kind of just like his little crown now.
Alright.
At least I don't lose it. And it matches him.
I actually have this ring that I got for $1 that looks like a really fancy crown. I have yet to find a toy to put it on. I bet if I got one of those mini Aibos, it would fit perfectly.
Probably could. Depending on the ring size. And oh, there's Cotton Candy. I love that they'll like sync together and start singing. It's just cute.
Yeah.
And there's more of my Furby McDonald's toys.
I know I've seen Silverwolf's video on them.
Yeah.
I should really ask her to unban me from the Discord. I got banned for a stupid reason. Like, basically, somebody said Coco was a ripoff of Book of Life, and I was just going into detail, and it's like, hey, you should shut up. And I'm like, but I haven't finished all my points yet. It's like, doesn't matter, you're banned.
I don't know why I keep a lot of the boxes to these things. I don't need them. It just takes up more space. Like, I have a Furbling box.
You know what I did
like,
with
some of the older collectibles is fine, though.
You know what I did with my Furby boxes? You know how they have the tuft of fur on the top of the box?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rip off that tuft of fur and throw the box away, just keeping the extra fur.
I've done that before. With the Connects, I took the little tufts of fur out because I thought they were I just had to keep the heavenly soft.
Yeah, I have that.
I got
for
a bucket of mini Furbs.
Alright. This is the crown.
I found Ame's skin. Ugh. Poor
Look at that.
Oh, that's cute.
Got it for like $1. And then I also had this, which...
Hold on. I found Ame's skin.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
wait. Show that for the camera. Show that for the camera. I didn't catch it in time.
There he is.
I actually got a Furby just like that at a thrift store, brand new in box. It's still in the box because I...
There he is.
Oh,
it looks like he's eternally screaming.
Yeah, he doesn't like being naked.
My poor boy. Here, I was planning on making him like a little outfit out of a sock, but I just never got to doing it.
Anyways,
I think my dad had some old socks he didn't need anymore. If I had one of those black socks, it would fit him perfectly because he's a witch's cat. Well, close enough. You can just barely see his eye peeking through his mouth.
Eye out of the mouth. You know, with all those horror Furbies going on, I'm surprised that somebody hasn't done that as a custom yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, there's more to
party rocker.
Oh my god.
I have one. I think I have Love Bee, and I had her on my bed once, and I was sleeping in the living room for some reason, and I heard her randomly wake up and go off.
Oh god.
I was terrified.
Yeah, party rockers have really sensitive tilt sensors. I had to banish mine to the closet because of that. And then
was only her. This little guy never did that. She just went off all the time.
I know.
This little guy was nice and calm.
Yeah, I know my pink one does that, and also another one I have does it, and that made me hate party rockers.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm annoyed at the fact that the Furblings are so expensive despite barely doing anything.
I know.
I know more of a collector's deal, but like, why? The one that I have, I got when they first came out, so I got her at like a more reasonable kind of price. Yeah. Can't remember how much they were when they got out, but I have her at least, and her batteries are dead, so I bought batteries for her.
Anyways, like there was more to the little crown. Like I've got the little crown. Oh wait, you're still showing things? All right.
I just want to show off my collection of weird Furbies.
Feel free.
I got that Yoda that that Tiger made.
Nice.
If I can get him out. There he is.
Now put him with Furbaka.
I don't think I'll be able to reach him from the shelf.
Oh. I didn't have right now.
I do have him, though.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up putting him up there with him. I am going to keep his box, too. Let me put him over there. I'm trying to put all my little McDonald's toys back in their container, too. Because I have a tote for them.
Oh, that's it? I have probably way more McDonald's Furbies than that.
And I got a bunch of the little keychains. This guy's ears.
You're weird. You're smushed.
He's a smoosh. There's one of the newer ones that talks when you squeeze it.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
I need to clean her. Oh, she just got hooked on the antenna of the pink one. That's just a puffball. I don't know why that's in here. There's Prez.
Oh, nice.
Or Trump B.
I would rather have Furby for president than Trump.
True. I think this little guy's the most expensive one I've bought from the older models because I bought him off of Amazon new in box.
I remember,
Except for
like,
Shelby. Shelby was expensive.
there was oh god, I really want a Shelby. I remember
I was lucky to get him.
somebody
There
on
he is.
somebody on Etsy was selling Shelbys, but they modified them so they no longer took batteries and you had to keep them plugged into your computer.
I have to admit that's interesting.
Yeah.
My little guy, when I first got him out of the box, I broke his antennae.
Mm-hmm.
So his antennae didn't stick properly, so I had to prop them underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's glued them back in place, but they don't wiggle. He can sense when I'm pressing on it, but he doesn't wiggle them.
Oh,
and his
no.
hair's all stiff in some places because of the glue, but he's still a very handsome little feller.
Oh, poor boy.
He looks kind of grumpy. I always thought it was cute how they did add the little sensor on their forehead,
Yeah.
even though grump.
They use their
grumpy.
antenna, but it's a neat touch. Do you think Shelby's went extinct?
He's so angry. I used to have his box somewhere, but I think I threw it away over time. They put him in the pile. Furby box. Plush keychains. I guess we'll go in the Furby box.
I know.
I got those little bean bags.
I think I remember those
I got
for
2
sale,
of them.
but I never bought them. Like, I was gonna buy them.
I got a blue one and a pink one, and I give them to the Connect since they match their colors.
Cute.
I also got the CD-ROM game. I don't even remember buying this.
Must have came in a lot you bought.
I the only time I've ever bought a lot was recently. So I must have bought this on Amazon and when I first got into them and just kind of forgot about it. I bet I can't play it anymore because it's a CD-ROM from the 90s.
I mean, there's ways to spoof it.
Yeah. So I probably could still. It's a little scratch because it was used, but it works. So. Oh. There's Flopped. With a very smushed ear. I love the baby so much. Like, look at this little feller. Okay, he looks kind of stoned. Here we go.
You know, that actually kind of looks like... I know I have an adult Furby that looks similar to that.
Let me fix this. I made my babies little necklaces, but some of them are tighter than the others because I ran out of the little bands.
I know there is this one Furbling I have that has a cute dolphin necklace. Well, not Furblings, just baby Furby. There's apparently a difference.
Look at his hair.
Oh my
What
gosh.
happened to your hair, baby? There he is. Little handsome fella. This little guy is soft. Despite being used, he's soft.
You know what I find funny? Like, over the years, Furbies evolved to have more and more neon fur.
It seems so, because, like, the original ones, like, this one is a Gen 1.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's scared for her life because she doesn't have eyelashes. But,
that and the beak's open.
Yeah. It's like, I bought her eyelashes, but I've just never gotten to take her fur off and putting them on properly. But she was used.
Obviously.
I almost saw her and she was used. Her girlfriend.
I really want a dragon Furby. They're so pretty.
And when I found her, I thought I'm so lucky because this thing was like $10, and I was like, yes, I will take you and you will be my child. And I made them girlfriends because it's cute.
Cute.
And then this guy was new in the box when I got him. He's very hairy.
I remember. Is that like a mink/gray wolf?
I think he was an owl Furby.
Oh.
And then here's a wolf. This thing is fluffy.
That looks different from the wolf I have.
Well, either way, this thing is fluffy and very soft. One of my favorite things to do when I'm bored is just pet a Furby.
Yeah.
My lap is just covered in them right now.
No, it's not the Furby 1000. It's the Furby Connect.
Furby 1000. I also have my ceramic chicken in here for some reason.
Oh my gosh.
I bought this at a thrift store.
Obviously.
I like chickens, and I thought it was funny looking. And I use it to hold. I got these at Walmart. These are like little pins that you can customize.
Cute.
And I put them on my backpack, and I have a lot of them for some reason. They were cheap. I don't know where to put him. You'll just go back in the thing. And the only baby I didn't make a necklace for was this one. My little girl. I always liked how her faceplate was yellow instead of
Yeah.
white. It just kind of adds a little more of a color to her.
Kind of an Eastery feel.
Yeah.
I know I have that normal for like normal one that doesn't have the
Yeah.
yellowing.
I think she's cute.
I remember I
always
had
thought yellowing gave him a little more personality.
yeah.
I don't know how this guy has crumbs on him, but he does. There he goes.
Wow, you turned Barney into a Furby.
It's Barnby.
I remember I have I have a Furby that's Gizmo colored and I named him Gizby. Like Gizmo Furby.
Oh, that's adorable. There's a Dr. Pepper bottle in here because I'm trash. I live in trash. Another Furby to put into the... There's my suspenders. I don't wear them, but I have them. This is a keychain that my friend gave me when I was still at my old school. It has paint all over its face because this used to be his sister's when she was older. And it's one of those ones that vibrate.
I thought that was like paint chipping.
It's paint chipping, and she tried to repaint its face.
Oh my god.
I have two of them, but one of them's battery died, and I don't know where it is. I had to sew its tail on. And the last two, I think, have batteries. Wait, does this one?
It's
I
a
can't tell
cute.
from... Wait. But
Like a flamingo? Cool. I think that's a flamingo.
He looks annoyed. He will not. He never wakes up, and if he does, he has MSA, so he never wakes up properly.
Me sleep again.
I still love him though. His name is May May, but I call him Meme.
I know. With my Furby Alo, I called him Pavlo.
I love this little guy, even though he doesn't really want to cooperate. My mom and dad got him for me for my birthday last year. And then my favorite of the bunch, who also somehow has crumbs in her hair. I guess I knocked something over him. Is Coco. She has batteries in her, so this is going to be difficult. There she is. There she is. I do not want to wake her up.
Oh my gosh, she's pretty though.
I gave her little stud earrings I never wear.
She's
like a punk rock.
Speaking of Furbies, you know what I love saying? Like, I've never been in a situation, but something I really want to do, if somebody's ever bugging me, I want to say, Kabu to Olu Unai to them.
I bet they'll just be like, what?
I just insulted you in a foreign language.
I also got a buddy.
Oh,
I took him to school with me once, because why not? And I kept him in my shirt, on my shoulder, and he would be my little study buddy. I took Snurt the emotronic with me to school. I took his dead brother with me too at one point, but I brought the working one. Also, when Adam was at school, and I terrified him with it. He was so uncomfortable with me having it with him.
The teacher didn't try to take it away?
No. They knew I was just messing with people anyway. Yeah, my school is a lot different than most schools.
My teacher definitely would have taken it away.
I also got a crud-covered fidget.
I remember I got my fidget friend from Goodwill, too.
She's a dirty girl. Does she even have batteries in her anymore?
I think I played with
Oh, God, it has batteries in her. Ah, it scared me.
I feel like I played with mine once, but never again.
I haven't played with her in a very long time. Hi.
Remember
when she works. I'm gonna turn you back off.
Remember when people considered those Furby fakes?
I guess she kind of counts. I don't know. And then I found this thing at a store.
Oh yeah, I think those are considered like Furby fakes too.
She works. She doesn't have her little baby though, and because I got her used. So she has a chunk of an eraser for some reason, but she doesn't have her egg. But she works. I would love to get her a child, but I do not have a child. There you are. I have to admit this thing is adorable though.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe there was a dragon version and no one told me.
Yeah. I feel like I remember the commercials for this thing.
You know, a robot that I remember existed. I remember there was this robot toy that existed where you could, like, I don't remember what happened to it, but I remember there was this robot where you would have to put it in the freezer, like a little toy freezer. I don't remember what it was exactly, but
I don't know. But let me just say, I'll forever love that the little president has a little suit and tie. You can actually undo it, and he has a little shirt and everything.
Aw.
I love him. And his little tail hole. He's precious. And I have a little hair clip in his hair, because he's fabulous. But he's a good boy. I find it funny how he's so, proud of his country and all, but he's made in China. And only because of the community did I find out that you can, if you read their butts, they have like the factory from they're from. Like this guy says WT, RL. I think most of these are RL. WT. Okay, maybe they're I don't know. RL again, etc., etc. Look at his face. He's done.
This is how he feels about our country.
But him, Coco, and oh god, she's buried. Where are you at, Tolu? There she is. These are the only ones that I have that have the high pitched voice. This girl is very quiet.
My king Furby actually has a high pitched voice.
Oh, I really want a king Furby. I think they're really cute, and I also got this.
Nice.
As a Valentine's Day gift from my parents a long time ago, and I love the little pictures and fun. I love that you can get like little registry and birth certificates in the back. And this is so overtly 90s, and I love. Is that a Link Furby? It's Lurby.
Lurby! How is it holding the sword?
Maybe he has a piece of tape.
It's VeggieTales logic.
Yeah. But I love this book. I love that you can have little outfits for them.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy little outfits and everything, and I find that adorable. I want to make little outfits for them, but I'm just lazy nowadays. I do have a sewing kit. I have a sewing machine. I just haven't used it in years. I don't have it set up anymore.
The only accessories I really have for my Furbies are the officially licensed glasses.
I love that. I love the little photoshopped ones that they have too, like the Vegas showgirl. I just
wait, hang on, wait, show it again. I didn't quite see it. Oh my gosh,
this is ridiculous, and I love it.
Why did they release a Furby with like a huge, massive peacock tail, special edition?
I want to make that make like a pin that I can stick in one of their butts and give them a peacock tail. That'd be beautiful. I think it'd fit Lulu the most because she has that blue-green color. It would be cool if I didn't want to change her original eyes. It would look cool if I gave her like more dragon-like eyes because she's a dragon.
You know what? I
just don't want to mess her up.
I got some wings that I could strap onto a stuffed animal. Theoretically, I could get dragon wings. I
think this one's like the softest one of the older ones I have because she was well taken care of. She's very fluffy. And her tag almost looks brand new just by being used.
Nice.
Whoever took care of her took good care of her. Her feet's a little dirty, but that's just kind of a given. This guy was new, so he's very hairy. I don't have any Furbies with green eyes. All of them have blue or brown. Or gray.
I know my king has purple eyes.
I have like 20 million that have blue eyes. Like, the ones that they just put up have brown. And then I think everybody else has blue. except for her, she has gray. I never bothered
checking my Furby's eye color. Oh my gosh. You're gonna make me lose all of my subscribers.
I actually took her to school with me once. I had a screwdriver with me so I could take her batteries out at will. But that same day we had to take a bunch of donations that we had to the food bank, and I took her with me. And it was just kind of funny because on the ride there, we were all some of us were riding in the school van, some of us were riding in a truck, and we were on our way there, and I was sitting in the truck with like an all guys group. And I just had this little tiny Furby in my lap, and they were just like, okay.
You know, I'm kind of jealous that you got to bring toys to school, but then I remembered, oh yeah, your school probably didn't have a system where if you did good throughout the week, you'd get, like, if you do good in class, you get money, not real money, but fake money. And then at the end of the week, you can buy stuff from a store, like actual toys.
Well, that's
You
neat.
get to take home. And the good shit was always at the bottom. You didn't want to get anything little. You had the good shit at the bottom, and I got a lot of good stuff. And like they also had like weekly therapy sessions for some reason with a sandbox where you just kind of play in the sand, make little art in the sand.
Ow.
And if you were good throughout the week, you got to go to a party on Fridays.
The school I used to go to is like a usual kind of bad public school.
I had to go to a special class because I'm autistic.
Mhm.
But yeah, just those
A lot
weird
of public schools suck.
Yeah. I mean, when I was bad, they locked me in a tiny padded room, not even allowing me to
Seriously?
get out to go to the bathroom. Yep,
That's just horrible, honestly.
tiny padded room.
Where should I put Zoomer? I'm gonna put him in the corner for now. You're gonna sit there. Oh no. Don't knock the other furb off.
Yeah, very tiny padded room.
That just sounds like torture, honestly.
Yep, it was. And then
Like, the literal definition of torture.
one time I peed myself, and they forced me to clean up my pee before
Seriously?
I could go home. Yep.
God. But like, my old school wasn't really the best.
Yeah.
And we had an anti-bullying page on our website and all that. My
Mhm.
mom finally had the last straw and used it. The vice principal got mad at my mom for ratting out. So that was the last straw, and I was homeschooled for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a Christian school. And that school is heavenly compared to any other school I could think of. Because at least...
It's heavenly, and it's a Christian school.
It is a pretty good school, though, because at least it's a smaller school, so there won't be as many people, and it helps with anxiety.
I know.
Because you don't have like 20 million people in one class. It's only like my classroom, my whole grade, only 5 people, including myself.
I know my mom.
Look at his ears.
I know my mom was gonna put me in a Christian school, but that never happened. And the homeschooling thing kind of fell through. Like the homeschooling thing, like all she really did was make us watch the news and this one PBS series, but we finished that.
Let me put flops in here.
We watched the Liberty Kids, and it was funny because everyone aged but the children. Like, these were real events they were living through, and yet the children never aged. Ben Franklin aged. Everyone aged except for the children.
I might keep Coco out because I need to take her batteries out.
Anyways, I never finished showing you, like, the little jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just...
You know, for the longest time, I thought this guy's name was Locks, but it's actually Flops.
Ah, Flops. Flops. Aw, cute.
He has blush on him, but you can barely see it because it's faded off. I had a picture posted on Tumblr of him around Christmas time, and he had blush, and I had a little cheese ball with him for some reason. I just said it's his cheese ball.
Oh my gosh. Well, obviously he doesn't have any more because he ate it.
Yeah, he ate the cheese ball. I always thought even just the slightest differences in Furbies give him a personality. Like, when I first got Tolu, she originally only had one eyelash, but I took the other one off because it was loose. This little guy, one of his eyelashes is kind of like smushed down, so it gives him kind of like a lopsided stare. It makes him more soft. I like how her faceplate's yellowed, adds a little more personality, I guess.
Anyways, let me show you the thing. Okay,
You
so here's the crown again. Like, this is a ring. And then these are actually real pearls, but they're not, like...
Those are pretty.
Yeah, these are real pearls.
Why did I leave this thing out?
Oh, hang on, wait. Yeah. Anyways, so there's this. And time for the best part of the outfit.
Oh, that's cute.
So I
like
have yet to find a toy that's able to wear all 3 of these. These 3 holy weapons, when combined, will give you ultimate power. Unfortunately,
The ultimate.
None of my toys are worthy of the ultimate power, apparently. It's like the ring of destiny. No one ain't gonna wear that shit. I really got. I don't remember where I put the ring of destiny. I think I know where it is. Like, you know those rings that have your name on it?
Mhm.
Like, somehow I managed to get one that said Destiny. I have one with my actual name, but for some reason, I also have one that's the Ring of Destiny. And I made it like some big deal.
I made him into a Scottish fold.
Oh my gosh.
Why not?
That's
Put him in
cute.
the corner. I like how you can pose their ears.
Yeah.
And then I can't help but think Tolu is one of my favorites just because she has that soft-spoken voice. It gives her personality.
I know.
She's a little scruffy.
I know I've got a soft-spoken Furby in my closet. Like, I put it with my dead Furbies. I should probably take it out of my dead Furby closet.
The dead Furby closet.
Yeah, like, high up on the shelf, right way in the back, there's just a thing of dead Furbies. Also an annoying orange plush.
I think the only dead one that I have is probably Ame, because I know he's broken. I don't know how to fix him, though. But Snowball doesn't count because her batteries are just corroded. And I had a boom somewhere that was, like, I don't know what happened to it, but it's kind of just frozen in a constant, deathly, like, smiley scream. I don't know what it is. Oh, hey, Dad. I'm showing off my collection.
Well, we need to go to the garden.
Oh, yeah. Get the cucumbers and stuff. Yes, we have a garden. But, like, she pure.
Yep, I see.
The jump scare. Yeah. Put her in the. Trying to organize it just a little bit. I need to put Ame's skin back on. He was used, but Mom got him from Amazon, I think, which is ironic because you'd think that it'd be very expensive, but he was used. That was years ago, so I need to put his fur back on properly, but I don't have any zip ties. And then I'll put the the clouds back. Maybe I'll want a pet. Yes.
So what color is your other one? The pink?
Yeah, there she is.
Both
Very
of those,
neon.
Both of those are color of cotton candy. It's neon cotton candy.
Yeah. With the pink one, her mouth doesn't open all the way. It can, but it usually doesn't because I think her fur holding it back because the mouth is very sensitive. So I think it might be that, but I heard somebody else on Tumblr had an issue like that and had to send it in. But I want to keep my child. Imperfections.
I still remember that story of like an 1000 having to get sent to like repairs, and it took a picture of the repair facility.
That's cute. I just got a bucket of Furbs. I don't even think some of these are Furbies. I have a lot of those little finger puppets for some reason. They came in a little box and I got a bunch of them. I can only find one of these. I used to have a bunch of these.
And I have like an ass blog for like the villain of Splatoon. And I have this event on my blog where he's dead and his second in command is in control, and nobody's sending her questions. I can't go on with the plot if nobody's asking Callie questions.
Ow, hit my elbow.
Somebody asks us, like, is this blog permanently going to be based around Callie? And I'm like, the arc is literally called The Musician Never Dies. So what do you think? Oh, did you get one of those from the Gachapon machines?
Yeah, it's just a little baby spinner.
Yeah,
and I got a big spinner.
Yeah.
It's a baby.
I own a fidget spinner just because I wanted to see what the deal was.
Yeah, that's what I did originally, and then I met my first boyfriend because of that. And we used to buy each other a bunch of them, and that's why I have a collection of them now.
Yeah.
I also got a bunch of those little goodie bags for some reason. Because why not? But I got a couple of these I actually got from a cousin.
Neat.
that lives next door because she had him and she didn't really want him, and I wanted him for my collection.
I got most of the I kept picking
I love this guy
those
because
up.
he's just like. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep, I love that one too. I love the wave pattern Furby. But
They
mine.
got twins.
Yeah, nice.
They fight with their hair. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Trolls.
And that one that lights up, that I think the battery's dead.
Hmm.
And then this guy yeah, he's one of those shakers.
Yak, yak, yak.
They're fighting.
They're
Oh my god, he's
action.
staring at the camera.
I see. You're scaring my subscribers. Whoever's still active, you're scaring them.
And a bunch of the little finger puppets. Hold on a second, let me put these up. Finger puppets, that guy. One of these little guys that go, ah! Ah! Ah!
I don't think I own any of those. Those are hilarious.
A lot of these I got off of Amazon, I think. This guy has like a chunk of something stuck to his cheek, but this guy has a magnet. I don't have anything to... I'd make a joke about sticking him to my back, but I know I have metal rods in my back, and he wouldn't stick to him anyway because they're not the same kind of metal.
Oh no.
It would be funny if I could stick a magnet to my back.
Like
Just have a magnet stuck to my back. It'd be funny. It'd be a party trick.
Yeah.
I got one of these little squeakers.
I know there was a story.
His tail squeaks.
There was a story of a man whose skin was all magnetic, and it was hereditary, so his family could do it too.
That's weird. I think this little guy's adorable. I had to be careful because his tail sticks.
Yeah.
I also got a Hatchimal.
Oh,
I thought it was cute. This thing is very soft.
it looks soft.
And then I got him. And then my little screamy fella. I got one of these ones because another cousin of mine, when she still lived in this area, she had one of these that used to be her older sister's. And I really wanted it, but she wouldn't let me have it because it was her sister's. So I got one of my own, like, oh no, somebody fell out. Come back here, friend. You need to join. Join the bucket. Join the bucket. Ow, good. This is hurting my foot. Join the bucket. I do have Furbaka, though. I just don't want to have to climb up there.
It's fine.
He's a very hairy fella.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Very fluffy. I also got one, the Christmas edition Boom, but I never took it out of the box. I just kind of kept it. Don't know why.
I hear that one's notorious for issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for some reason that one, and I think the Easter one.
Or just more prone to issues.
Yeah.
I guess it is. I guess it's kind of a good thing I kept them in the box. Then that the Sneaky looks pretty.
Yeah,
Shiny.
I mean, the Christmas one looks really pretty.
He just looks like a living sweater.
I just need to give Axel pets on the head while he's still. Oh.
He's like, no. Well, I gotta go. Might be back at some point. Who knows?
I should probably end the stream.
Yeah, it's been going on for a little while now.
Yep. Yep. Bye.
Bye.